already done it previously. I mean, this board has a history of putting petitions in the garbage, not discussing it. What prevents us?
I'll address the first part of the question. I don't know about the second part of the question.
Well, he didn't answer. What stops us right now to get rid of this petition and say go in the whatever people? I mean,
nothing stops you.
Oh, okay, so we can do
nothing. But nothing stops some unit owner, from suing the association and the board also.
And what are the chances would be of the unit owners being successful with any kind of lawsuit for the petition which was lawfully submitted and approved by the board? What would be the chances outside of enriching another attorney or two? No, seriously, what would be the chances of them being successful? Can you suggest to us?
The common sense would prevail here.
Yeah, I don't know, Slava. If there were 4 directors and there were a petition to recall 4 directors, which there are, and all 4 remained on the board and weren't offering resignations, and you did that, chances of the unit owners starting the lawsuit being successful are probably pretty good, probably better than pretty good. You've got a new situation here, and you don't know how it's going to play out if you follow up on it.
You know, Slava, I need to say something. I'm sitting here listening to you. Okay? I've offered, Holland has offered to resign. I've offered, as has Harlan, to spend the next 3, 4, 5, 6 weeks, whatever it takes, to assure a smooth transition. You're sitting here saying, let's continue with this process. Let's continue with the recall meeting. I really got to question where you're coming from.
I'm a responsible fiduciary agent, and we have our bylaws to abide by.
With all due respect to the party,
that's
okay?
Harlan,
that is punchable.
It is not bunchable law. People have spoken and asked. And there is a possibility you will not be recalled.
3, 4 weeks ago, I sat around this table with everybody, and I asked the question, forget about the bylaws, forget about fairness, is this a good business decision for our organization?
And I said yes. Because people have
spoken. And you said yes, but nobody else could answer that question.
Because this is the will of the people you elected here to represent.
Is it a good business decision for this organization as a business?
Harlan.
And if you think that the answer is yes, then there's something wrong.
It is.
That's only your opinion.
That's only your opinion.
But of course it is my opinion.
Okay,
It is.
Slava, okay, please stop.
We're offering to get rid of this.
Harlan, Feeney had raised her hand, then we're going to go around the table.
I want only to understand, because you all sue here, sue there, whatever. I remember when we spoke long time ago about the recall, however you call it, by the statute or by our bylaws, that I remember that you were saying that you really cannot do nothing about it. You have to go forward if you want or you don't want, right? This is what you to recollect only what you said.
Yeah, no, I said the same thing.
I'd just like to read something that I said. I'm sorry to interrupt. Okay, I want to read something which I very specifically said as I read this speech. Okay. Provided that this board and those homeowners that have sponsored the petition will agree to cancel the recall or its intended outcome. Okay?
I understand.
So if a meeting has to go forward, then I would like to. I'm proposing that the sponsors of the petition make a recommendation that the recall be negative. That's the right way of saying it. Be canceled.
So you ask them to come forward. What I understand.
Whatever it takes.
What do you mean?
Whatever it takes.
No, I want to understand how the how is working those things.
You seem terribly disappointed, Slav.
I'm not disappointed, Alan, because if you give me 2 seconds, I'll explain to you. We
have
have no jurisdiction to stop this process.
I don't believe that.
Alan, the reason why you feel otherwise, that's why people want you out. That's the reason why, because you guided us and misguided us for the last 6 years, Alan. And this is the story, and unfortunately. And now, would this place be better off without you? Yes, Alan, I'm sorry.
You know what? And I'm without it.
Yes.
Okay?
Hey, guys.
Enough.
Wait, didn't the question just go back to Bob?
Because you even suggested
The question just went back to Bob, and then you jumped in.
Of course.
But what was the question?
The question.
Sorry, I got lost.
The question from Feeney was that I had said earlier on, which I said again tonight, is that the petition is filed it was found to be in order, that had enough signatures on it, that were good signatures. And so the train has started, and the statute doesn't provide a way to stop it, and the bylaws don't provide a way to stop it. But there's lots of things a board is supposed to do by law, or supposed to do by bylaws, and they don't always do all of them. And sometimes they don't do some of these things for very good reasons, very good business judgments. And if they don't, if they don't do something they're supposed to do according to the statute, and they have a good reason for it, they submit themselves to the possibility that some unit owner or some group of unit owners may bring them to court to force them to do what they're supposed to do. But what Alan is suggesting is that enough people, I think, enough people, the sponsors, get together with this board and try to resolve differences along the lines of a couple directors stepping down. And then this board, sure, it still has a valid petition in front of it. It's still a valid petition as to 2 directors. But if it doesn't do anything, you're going to have, somebody is going to have to sue to force the board to do it. And the board,
just 1 second, this doesn't make sense
board,
what you are saying. I will explain to you why it doesn't make sense what you are saying. If today, all 4 of them, in my book, I was researching this,